Craig Paddock's murder of more than 50 people in Las Vegas is, according to one measure, the 338th mass shooting this year. Mass shootings are so frequent in America that the political responses to them have become ritualized to the point of parody. The social media accounts of the NRA, which kicked off last weekend by retweeting a picture of a machine gun to celebrate Fulito Friday, go dark. The politicians funded by the NRA, mostly Republicans, tweet thoughts and prayers to the victims. The House Speaker, Paul Ryan, said, "The whole country stands united in our shock, in our condolences, and in our prayers." He ordered flags at the Capitol to be lowered, keeping Las Vegas in our thoughts this morning after the horrific news, the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, tweeted. A tweet from President Trump was a model of the form: "My warmest condolences and sympathies to the victims and families of the terrible Las Vegas shooting. God bless youth politicians, mostly Democrats, who think that an epidemic of mass shootings requires government action. Issue angry pleas for action. This must stop," the Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy in a statement said. "It is positively infuriating that my colleagues in Congress are so afraid of the gun industry that they pretend there aren't public policy responses to this epidemic. There are, and the thoughts and prayers of politicians are cruelly hollow if they are paired with continued legislative indifference. It's time for Congress to get off its ass and do something." In recent years, gunmen have shot up fast food restaurants, post offices, military installations, a movie theater, a holiday party, a nightclub, a health clinic, a congressional softball game, churches, high schools, colleges, and elementary school. 3 weeks ago, someone killed 8 people at a football watching party in Plano, Texas. You didn't hear about it because 8 gun deaths barely register as a national news story anymore. But the most horrific mass shootings force Washington's political elite to respond. Trump addressed the public just before 11 on Monday morning, and he read haltingly from a teleprompter in the diplomatic reception room, where FDR once calmed depression in Second World War-era America with his fireside chats. It was not Trump's worst public performance. He stayed on script, and read a short and well-crafted statement without making any bizarre Trumpian asides. But it was a classic of the thoughts and prayers model in that it offered no promise of a policy response whatsoever. "We are joined together today in sadness, shock, and grief," he began. Trump thanked the local police and first responders for their courageous efforts, and for helping to save the lives of so many. He offered prayers to the victims. "Hundreds of our fellow citizens are now mourning the sudden loss of a loved one," he said. "A parent, a child, a brother or sister. We cannot fathom their pain." Trump, who is not known for his piety, even quoted the Bible: "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Trump announced that he would visit Las Vegas on Wednesday, after he returns from Puerto Rico. But, aside from the investigation itself, the only substantive response from the federal government that Trump offered was to direct that American flags be flown half-staff. Another rote response after a mass shooting. "In times such as these, I know we are searching for some kind of meaning in the chaos," Trump said. "Some kind of light in the darkness. The answers do not come easy." Perhaps he was speaking about the difficulty of losing a loved one in such horrific circumstances, but it also sounded like he was talking about doing anything at all, in terms of public policy, about the epidemic of gun deaths in America. Near the end of his speech, Trump said that even the most terrible despair can be illuminated by a single ray of hope. If your hope was that Washington would start to grapple with a response to the crisis of mass shootings, the president didn't offer a single ray.